2.
I want to thank my husband. Thank you for being you and for showing me what it truly means to be loved, supported and cared for. Since meeting you 8 years ago, you've shaped my life in many ways I could never have imagined. You've taught me so much, loved me so deeply and stood by me through every version of myself. You are my best friend, my person, and I'll forever be grateful that I found you. I still think about that moment that you knocked on the window in Blackbirds and I ran to hide. And somehow from that moment, my whole life started changing for the better. And now we're here, getting to spend the rest of our lives together, building a family and creating more memories than I ever dreamed of. I can't wait for everything that's still to come for us. No matter what life brings, I know we'll face it together. I love you always.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make some noise for the beautiful bride, Abby!
Now, the lady of the hour, my Abby, my wife, look at that! She's half of me. She really is. She's the good half. This is all the bad stuff. All the good stuff comes from here. She changed me forever. As a lot of you will remember, before I met Abby, I was rebellious, young, you don't know, young and stupid. Yeah, thank you. I was godless. And I had zero intentions of getting married, having a family, any of that stuff. But since meeting this amazing woman, I found God. I actually enjoy being at home. And all I want is kids. Soon come. I built a business. And I just signed over 50% shares to her.
I know what I'm doing, guys.
It's not silly. The moment I got to know her properly, I remember thinking, oh, I'm gonna protect this girl for the rest of my life. And then what ended up happening was she protected me. And this is when I realised that I've found the girl I'm gonna marry, my soulmate, genuinely. I remember the first date we had, I came home and I said to my mum, I'm gonna marry this girl. And then she met the whole family on that day. First date, the whole family. Because they were opposite the road. I took her out, went opposite the road and I said, yeah, I'll meet the family. And she was just like, oh. I knew. Now, I've got some other rubbish here, but I'm going to tell you the story of how we met, because she briefly did it. Yeah, but I'm just going to... quick, I'll be quick, I promise. I know I see a lot of you like, yeah, we want to party, I get. So, we was in Hertford, me, the boys, and we're lining up for the queue, and I look to my left, in the smoking area, you can see, into the smoking area, and there's this girl sitting there, and there's like 4 other birds just giving me eyes. I'm like, shit, I like her. So I walk a bit forward, and I'm like, hold on, boys, I'll be back in a sec. So I walk back, and I knock on the window, and all the girls went, oh yeah. So they started looking, getting
that's
a
what
look.
you think.
Yeah, that's what I remembered anyway.
Yeah.
And I looked at them, they all looked at me, and yeah, what? And I went, get her. And they went, oh, all right. So they tapped Abby, and she looked up from her phone like, what the fuck? And I said, I tapped her, and I said, I'm coming to see you. And she shit herself. Bad, boy, honestly, she was like, what? And then done a runner. So I was like, all right, sweet. So I went on the hunt. Yeah, I got in the club. And I'm like, where is she? I found her. I got a number. We exchanged names and that. And I said, have a lovely night. I sent her a message saying, hope you got home safe. And then I just didn't speak to her for a week. Yeah, just forgot who she was, I'll be honest. Yeah. I'm honest, I'm being honest. The same day, the same week, we went back to the same club. And then I'm on the dance floor, just doing what I do. And all I hear is Andy. I turn around like, who the fuck are you? Not a clue. I honestly didn't have a clue. I was like, and she was like, it's Abby. I went, oh yeah, what's happening? You alright? Yeah, and then she said, yeah, last week we met. And then I said, oh yeah, I remember you, sure. And then we spent the rest of the night together. And I said to her, I'm taking you out tomorrow. And so we went out the next day, and ever since, she's been a part of my life. She's been a part of my family. I'm glad today all my loved ones are here with me to celebrate me marrying the best girl, the most perfect girl for me. Me and this girl, we are going to build a family, and we are going to build an empire together. If you wouldn't mind standing up, raise your glasses. The beautiful bride, Abigail Daniels, Abigail June Amelia Giovanna Polycarpou.